To this real quick. Some people are so stuck in the past and they want you to be stuck in the past. Now I'm gonna try to drive. Hopefully my little holder don't start acting up or whatever case may be. But if it do, I'll adjust it, okay? I'll adjust it. But I really wanted to talk to you guys about, you know what I'm saying, just trying to help friends and family that are stuck in the past. I mean, they you know how some people say, oh, they just stuck in their ways. And that's cool to a certain extent. Some people say, well, old dogs can't learn new tricks. Well, my thought process is that everybody deserves a second chance. And when you get a second chance, don't blow it. Shoot your motherfucking shot. Don't blow your motherfucking chance. But the thing about it is, people don't appreciate a second chance. They don't appreciate it. I think that some people are so stuck on who was hating on me, who I had a disagreement with, who disrespected me, who abused me, who crossed me, who did something to me to violate my trust, my loyalty, the relationship, whether it was professional or personal. Somebody always sitting down talking about, oh, you remember. They always recalling when they was victimized. They always recalling those sad moments. And it's like, not only do they want to recall it, they want to relive it. They want to relive that shit. And what makes it even worse, they want you to relive that shit. They want you to be just as sad as them, just as mad as them, just as toxic as them, just as narcissistic as them. They want everybody around them to be like in an uproar. And the truth of the matter is, people just don't give a fuck that much. If it didn't happen to you directly, to your sibling directly, to somebody that you know directly, then people just don't give a fuck that much. And that's just the real solid truth. It's the real solid truth. Because here's the thing, man. We're all about rooting for the underdog. We definitely about rooting for the underdog. We always about the comeback story. You know what I'm saying? But what we're not about is babying adults. We're not about it. We're not about babying adults. And the fact of the matter is, some people feel like, okay, well, if I just continuously tell my story, then I'll either, maybe I'll get justice, or maybe I don't, maybe they don't want justice. Maybe they just want to have a chance for people to say, hey, look at me. Because of course we know that some people love the attention of being a victim. Not being a champion, not being a survivor, not being a victor, but being a victim. So you got that element. Then you got the element of, man, do I really want to sit down and give my energy and attention to someone who's not trying to better themselves? You can always tell when somebody's trying to better themselves. Come on now, man. Come on now. You can always tell when somebody's trying to better themselves. Someone's trying to build themselves. Someone's trying to say, hey, I've been through something, but it didn't break me. It didn't make me fold. It made me stumble. It made me pause. It made me sad. It made me upset. It made me feel ashamed. But it didn't break me. It didn't stop me. And I think that the problem is that when you have someone, there we go with the bullshit. When you have someone that is steadily saying, well, this situation needs your attention. It don't need my attention. It don't mean that much to me. It don't mean that much to me. And I find, you know what I'm saying, I find it very crazy that people would consider their misfortune your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Their misfortune, your responsibility. It's one thing to help someone through hardship, but it's another thing when they're already through the hardship to be like, we need to continuously go back to the hardship. Well, no. Right now, you need to be working on your physical fitness, your financial fitness, your emotional fitness, your mental fitness, your goddamn spiritual fitness. You need to be working on you, the betterment of you. You can't be focusing on everybody and what everybody else is doing. And I think that's the problem. To be honest with you, I think that's the problem. The problem is that they want to focus on everything else along with you focusing on everything else as well. But here's the thing, man. I'm just not that invested. It kills me when people, they want to continuously tell their story, right? But it's never the story of how they overcame anything. It's never the story how now, you know what I'm saying, how you need to think positive, how you need to do better. It's always some fuck shit. It's some fuck shit. I'm sorry, it's some fuck shit. I mean, we can say whatever we want to say, but it's always some fuck shit. And it's just like, man, when do you finally get over it? When do you finally get a chance to smile? When you finally get a chance to have that new relationship, finally get a chance to open that new business, finally get a chance to goddamn love your children, or finally get a chance to travel, finally get a chance to live your best life for real. And it's just like people are so stuck on, man, you know, this happened to me and this happened to me. And then they get to a point where they don't see the good people in their life. Real shit. They don't see the good family. They don't see the good friends. They don't see the good civilians or bystanders. Everybody has to be a part of some type of conspiracy because something happened to them. Man, them the worst. Them the worst. They the worst. And they're mentally dangerous. They're mentally dangerous because what they will do is they will drain your energy. They will drain your thought process. Can you imagine being a person who you feel like you've never crossed anybody, but now you're defending yourself against a bunch of fuck shit, but you just basically tried to help, tried to be a real person? Everybody don't appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? And even though you feel like everybody deserves a chance at redemption, everybody deserves a second chance, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the reason why people going through that fuck shit is because it's karma. It's some shit that they did. You know what I'm saying? That's now coming back to bite them in the motherfucking ass. You know, some shit they said, some shit they did, some people they were hanging around. It's a bunch of shit of the reason why people could be in the predicaments that they in. And sometimes you trying to help them when it's their karma, ain't beneficial to you. Let me say that again for the slow people in the back. Sometimes when you're trying to help people that are going through their karma, you've been fucking people over, you've been talking about people, you've been gossiping, you've been promoting drama, you've been treating people any type of way, you've been a snake in the grass, you've cheated, you've been disloyal, untrustworthy, disrespectful, you've been a tyrant, you've been a narcissist, you've been toxic, all of those words. You've been those things. You've lived your life promoting those things. And now it's your turn to receive the same energy that you've been putting out. God damn. So then you've now come across people who say, you know what, hey, you know, that's my friend, that's my girlfriend, that's my boyfriend, you know, that's my family member. I'm going to help them. I'm going to save them. I'm going to support them. And we're going to get through this thing together. And you find that every day, it's a new echelon of bullshit. They keep raising the bar on bullshit because they don't realize, they're not smart enough to tell you, well, this is my karma. The first thing they say is, woe is me. First thing they do is cry wolf. First thing they do is say, man, you know, I don't know why all this fucked up shit is happening to me, why these people are attacking me, why these people are saying the things that they're saying. Well, could it be your karma? Could it be the shit that you put your other people through that now you're facing? And see, that's what my message is pretty clear, but let me clarify more. Some people go through shit because they have put themselves and others through shit. So now they're facing the repercussions of that. Then there's other people that say, you know what, man, I've been through something, but for some reason I can't afford to think positive. For some reason I can't afford to see the good in people. Everybody is against me. Woe is me. I'm the victim. Come on, man. Y'all know y'all got people around you that play victim. Come on, man. Y'all know y'all got people around you that play victim. Every day they got a story to tell. And I just be like, man, damn, every day, like, so ain't nothing positive going on in your life? You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting no new sex. You ain't goddamn buying no new shoes. You ain't watching no good movies. Like, every day is, this is what they done to me, these motherfuckers. They're trying to bring me down. And I'm just like, look like you bringing yourself down. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, seriously, can you imagine me doing some type of vlog video and just saying, well, I'm gonna tell you my story again. Like, how many times like, how many times are you gonna say your story before you start really thinking, like, is this really beneficial to me? See, here's my thought process. There are 1-800 numbers out there that you can call and just vet to people. Just talk to people. You know what I'm saying? You getting ready to commit suicide, call 1-800, right? You feel like you want to pop some pills, call 1-800. You feel like you're going to relapse and start using drugs again, call 1-800. There are numbers out there of people that's available. Support centers, you know what I'm saying, resources. And it's just so funny to me that people I think people, they don't realize the strength and weaknesses of social media. Let's say I'm having a problem with my significant other. Let's use that. Having a problem with my significant other. Can people who have never been in good relationships give me sound advice on what to do? Well, here's the thing. You know, so people can have sound advice. You know, let's not do that. But you're more inclined to listen to someone that is in a positive relationship, that have the experience of being in a positive relationship, than somebody who just talking out the side of their neck. And my problem is that when people grow accustomed to listen to people just talk out the side of their neck, they're not really giving you advice, but they there. They're not really supporting you, but they're there. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't really doing shit for you, but they're there. And people have now ordained people just being around them as support. Hold on. Case in point, I'm driving. I see somebody on the side of the road. I put them in a car, right? And now I'm talking about the topic that I'm talking about. They add no input. Shit, they don't even say anything. They're just there. And that's the way people have ordained people on social media. Well, you're just there, so that means something. Now, somebody could argue that, you know what, maybe, you know, people are just lonely and they're using social media as an outlet. And I get all that, but don't do it to a form of delusion. You know, don't do it to a form of delusion. Like, okay, I got somebody there, I'm telling my story, even though my problems and circumstances are not getting better, are not getting fixed, are not really getting addressed. I'm just telling my story. Well, you ever heard of your words could be falling on deaf ears? Well, in this case, your words could be falling on people that just don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're laughing at your pain and you don't realize it. They're laughing at your circumstances. They're laughing at your trial and tribulations. They're laughing at your failure. They're laughing at your hardship. But you just sitting on there, listen to my pain, y'all. Like, you must be Stevie Wonder if you don't see that shit. Like, on some real shit, you must be Stevie Wonder if you don't see that shit. And it's heartbreaking. It's sad. It's like, man, like, fuck. It's crazy that people don't know how to get real help. That's what it boils down to, ladies and gentlemen. People don't know how to get real help. They don't really know how to fix their problems. You know, I got a problem, but I don't know how to fix it. Okay. But then when people tell you what you're doing is not healthy, instead of just fixing that, they don't fix them problems. They don't address them problems. Well, I'm gonna keep on doing it my way. Well, okay, cool. Where has it got you? Where has your way got you? I really think people are super duper confused on a bunch of shit, to be honest with you. I think they're super duper confused on a bunch of shit. I feel sorry for them, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I think that if you have somebody around giving you guidance and letting you know, hey, this is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Focus on this or whatever the case may be. I think, you know what I'm saying, you should take heed to that shit. Because there's not a lot of people that's gonna take their time, especially that's not a part of your situation, that's going to give you truth and honesty, that's going to give you a level of realism. But some people, they don't, you know what they say, they don't believe fat meat greasy, they don't believe the stove is hot, you know. And like I said, man, I feel sorry for them. You know, when you need validation and affirmation from people who they're not in the business of giving you validation and affirmation. They're in the business of saying, fuck you, I'm laughing at you. I'm gonna sit right here, I'm gonna get my popcorn, I'm gonna drink my soda or my wine or whatever the fuck it is that I'm gonna do, and I'm going to look at you, spill your guts to a point of no return. You ever heard of that saying, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing? I see so much of that on social media. I see so much of that on social media. Oh, I'm mad, so I'm about to go curse somebody out. So they end up cursing you out before you can curse them out. I'm mad, so I'm about to kick her ass out the house. So they end up changing the locks on you before you can change. I'm mad, so I'm about to do 100 videos. So they do 1,000 videos before you have a chance to complete your 100. Like it is so it's so crazy to me. You know, it's so crazy to me at times to see, you know, how people let everybody know what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. And, you know, it's like, bro, if you're going to get a divorce, get a divorce. Don't tell everybody. If you're going to break up with somebody, break up with them. Don't tell everybody. If you're going to sue somebody, sue their ass. Don't tell everybody. If you're going to whoop somebody's ass, whoop their ass. Don't make this public announcement. Like, if you're going to kill somebody, don't tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop making these grand announcements. And again, you know what I'm saying? Because I've already mentioned it. Some people are doing it for attention. You know, they ain't going to bust a grape. They don't really want to do that or go to that extreme. They just want someone to hear them out because they don't have anyone to listen to them. And I get all of the aspects, but at some point in time, you have to stop being delusional. Sorry. At some point in time, you got to stop being delusional. I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel sorry for people that feel the need to be like, I'm going to continuously say this and continuously say this about my problems. And I'm just like, well, are they getting fixed? Is anybody addressing those problems? There are not a lot of people out there that want to say, oh, well, let me help you with your shit. Let me help your grown adult ass with your shit. Let me grab you by the hand and lead you to the promised land. Ladies and gentlemen, people don't give a fuck about you. Not like that. And if they get any inclination, oh my God. If they get any inclination that you are not a serious person. That means you don't stand by your words, and then your words just seem a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing as a victim to tell your story. And who would I be to tell a motherfucker not to tell a story? Tell your story. But when you overly compensate for telling your story, then, and what I mean by overly compensate, that means address it so that way it counts and it matters. It matters. If I say a motherfucker raped me, right? I'ma tell my story to a motherfucker, it count. You know what I'm saying? To the police. God damn it, to somebody that it counts, to a news reporter. I'm going to tell my story to somebody that's going to do something with it. I ain't going to tell it to a bunch of strangers. Hey, y'all, I got raped. Can y'all hear me? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. The fuck? Just hollering in the wind. Shit is crazy. And you sit back and it's like, I wonder, do they believe in the shit that they saying? I wonder, do they think that they're going to get some type of fucking resolution from what they're saying? Some type of revenge from what they're doing? I don't know, man. I just find people, they don't know how to handle situations. They don't know how to handle problems. They don't know how to have the tough conversation. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. And it's sad. You know, it's sad because it's like, bro, how old are you? You know, how old are you? And just like not having a role model growing up, or an actual responsible parent and a provider and a protector, like you grow up with these false narratives in your head, like this is how you handle situations. And a lot of times when people handling situations, let me tell you what they're doing. They are creating more problems for themselves. They're adding to the shit storm that's already fucking been developed. You know? I'm dealing with this one problem, or I'm talking about this one problem, but while I'm doing it, I'm adding more problem and fuel to the fire. Ladies and gentlemen, if one person did something to you, then deal with that one person directly. You know what I'm saying? Going around in circles trying to get everybody to team up with you so that way you can get back at the person that you felt that done you wrong. Do they got the juice like that? Huh? That's like, I'm going to use this analogy for you guys. Imagine being in high school or let's just say middle school. Imagine being in middle school and there's someone that's bullying you, right? You go out and you find goddamn 6 random kids, right? And you say, yo, hey, look, I'll give you my snacks for the next week, right? If you come and you come stand with me. Okay, cool. Shit, snacks? Oh, I'm there. So you got them there, but when you get there, you fighting the bully by yourself. When you get there, they're spectating. They're bystanders. Hell, shit, they might be laughing and giggling when you get knocked upside your head. So you getting all of these people with no clout, no fight, no resources, no inner ability to say, oh, fuck that, I'm about to ride for my friend. You ain't about to do whatever you want to do to my friend, to my homeboy, to my homegirl, to my wife, to my mother. You're not about to do whatever you want to them. But see, you know what I noticed? I noticed that people are trying to build this crew, this clique, this regime of people that will hate people for them, that will talk about people with them, that will disrespect people in the name of. And at the end of the day, man, people not right. Everybody not built like that. Everybody not gladiators, you know, especially not on social media. They're not gladiators. They're not tough enough to ride for you. And then here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Let's forget the fighting part in reference to face to face. Let's talk about monetary value. Let's talk about monetary value. Yeah, it's getting deep. You having a problem with someone, something, an organization, etc., and you need money, right? You need, fuck it, you're gonna sue somebody and you need money, right? Credit cards maxed out, you know, you maxed out on your resources in reference to getting loans in your name. You don't have a significant other or whatever case may be. So now you saying, hey crew, hey people I've gathered, people that have been listening to my sob story, listen to me promote that I'm a victim of something, someone shamed me and disrespected me. Hey y'all, I need y'all to donate to me so I can go out here and gather a resource that's going to help me fight the good fight. Well, let's just say I got 20 people, okay, 50 people, 100 people that I've gathered up. And I say, you know what? I want $1 from each one of you guys, right? And they don't give you $1. What does that tell you? Y'all smart. What does that tell you? I've gathered up 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 people. And I need $1 from every person, because you sit here and you listen to my pain. You hear me spill out with conviction, authority, and aggression that the lessons I've learned from being fucked over by people, from being talked about, from being ridiculed, from being put down. You see my pain. You hear my pain. You listen to my pain. You share my pain. You go over there and you talk about my pain. That make us cool, right? That make us friends, right? That make us supporters, bros, ace boon coons, right? But now when you need their help, they're not helping you. I mean, some people would say, well, you know, hey, you know, you got to give everything some time. Okay, cool. 100 people. How about we do this? $1 each day. $1 each day. Now I want you to think about the time you started promoting that you've had a problem to now. How many days have passed and people watch you talk about your problems and you still haven't reached your goal yet? Let me fucking talk to your ass. Let me give you some fucking tough love. I'm about to piss somebody off. Let me talk to you. If you've been talking about your situation for 100 days and had at least 100 people hear your narrative, hear your side of the story, and you ain't been receiving $1 a day, well, isn't it time to talk to different people? Isn't it time to change the narrative and talk to people that actually matter, that actually count? Go somewhere and do something that's going to actually matter and actually count. The problem is you're fishing in the same lake that you ain't seen no fish, but you're just sitting there. You're sitting by the dock of the bay, right? And you ain't nothing biting. You don't see nobody else out there but you. You by yourself. Now you got the worms. You throwing the worms in there. You said, okay, let me take the worm off. Let me throw some chicken. Shit, let me throw a piece of steak. God damn it. Let me catch something. And ain't nothing happening. And you're not smart enough to get up and say, let me try another lake. Let me stop talking to people that want to hear my pain but not help me with my, not help me with my pain. Hear my pain, but for some reason not brave enough to say, hey man, here's $100. I believe in what you're saying. I believe you. That's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. That's the problem. when you have this campaign of what people need to do for you or what people should do for you, well, it's all about believability. You don't have believability. If you had believability, people would be there riding for you. People would jump in front of, hey, I got you, I got you. But there's no believability. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an opportunity to help people in a time of need. We have an opportunity to give people their redemption story, let them promote their redemption story and help them with, and all that great stuff or whatever. But it's like this, man. Protect your energy, protect your peace. Don't put yourself in a predicament where you're using all your resources for someone that wants to pride themselves on being a victim, someone that wants to pride themselves on telling people their story, but telling the wrong people. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to hear your motherfucking story every day. That's just me. That's just me. That's just like me saying, I have an eating disorder, right? But while you have the eating disorder, you're steadily eating motherfucking fried chicken and goddamn pizza and hot dogs and hamburgers, like steadily doing it. So you're talking about it, but still adding to the problem. And I can see that you're adding to the problem, but you expect my resources. You expect my support. You expect my ear. You expect my advice. You expect me to be there while you're sabotaging yourself. Well, if you're going to commit suicide, commit suicide. Don't cry and scream and jump that you want an audience that I should take from my life and give you my time, you my energy, you my support, you my money. Ladies and gentlemen, my thought process is stop letting people pull on your heartstrings with their sob stories if they're not trying to fix their sob stories. If they're not showcasing that they want to be a champion, they want to move past the fuck shit of being a victim and say, you know what, it is time I be a victor. If you've been going through a situation for over 30 days, I'm telling you right now, it's still your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. If you haven't got the right amount of help, if you haven't taken the right amount of steps, if you haven't promoted the right conversation, it is your motherfucking fault. There are plenty of resources to help people in need. You just have to be stop being lazy and research the right motherfucking help. Make phone calls, but telling people who don't give a fuck about your story, don't give a fuck about your kids, don't give a fuck about your job, don't give a fuck about if you got a car, if you got a bus pass, if you got people that don't give a fuck about you. Now they don't mind listening to your hardship, because a lot of people get off on listening to other people's hardship because it makes them feel good about themselves. I know this is too much. Let me stop, man. Y'all adult up. Peace.